I know that fan would drive you all crazy. Hello, hello, hello. How are you all? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Monique. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. How are you? All right, let me fix this. I'm gonna fix it. Hold on. Let me see what I can do here. Let me think. What can I do to fix this? Hold on. I gotta think. How can I do this? I don't know. It's a little blurry, don't you think? Yeah, I really do think. Hold on. No, that's good. It should be good. It might clear up. It might clear up. Let me see if I can do this. Let me refresh. Thank you. Um, it's looking a little, on my end, it's looking a little, fuzzy. I don't know why. I don't know why it should be. It might be this monitor. I never get to see this live. Well, Nicole, now you do. Now you do. Okay, not on your end. No thanks. The picture's okay on your end? Bear with me. I got a slightly different setup here. I've got to be able to work this. Work it, work it. There's my live chat. There we go. Okay, there it is. There it is. Lady T, hello, how are you, lover? It's good to see you. It is good to see Lady T up in the house. It is good to see the Lady T up in the house. I don't have notes. I've got some talking points this evening derived from some of my past notes. Oh my good, there's Natalie. Hello, lover. Hello. Mama Cat, I love that blue on you today. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Listen, I've got the chat right here. This should work out beautifully once I get used to it. Charlie Girl, hello. Hello, Charlie Girl. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Charlie Girl. Charlie Girl. It's good to see the Charlie Girl. Jenny Henson, hello, lover, how are you? Lisa Free Spirit, I see you, girl. I see you. I see you and him walking in the rain. I see it all. Oh, $5 on the super chat. $5 on the super chat. Who is it? I don't like this weevil wobbling thing. Nicole Page, thank you so much. Thanks for the entertainment. I sure appreciate that. Thank you very much. Right off the get-go. Got $5 in the super chatter. Samra, hello, Lava. How are you? Thank you for everybody that's already coming through here. Listen, we're gonna get some things back on track because you know what? I think we need to bring these bitches back under the spotlight. That's just my opinion. I think a couple bitches have somehow drifted away from the spotlight, right? And I think there's some other people that somehow, I think shit's gone sideways, that's all. You know, not for nothing. I know everybody's got their own tea they want to steep and pour right now, and you know what, more power to you. But I still believe there's more important crap going on right now in the community, and I think that more important crap starts with a Miss Diane Pigeon, a Miss Diane Pigeon, and a one Wendy one win. Hashtag 10-4 breaker breaker. This is one win coming on through. One win coming on through with some stolen questionable St. Jude money in the that's what I'm hauling. Okay, breaker breaker. This is one win, right? So I think it could be just me, but I don't think it is. I think there's people out there that are thirsty for it. I think there's people out there just like me thinking, listen, I can appreciate that so-and-so's having a little kind of an issue with so-and-so, but at the end of the day, these bitches are gaining up. Listen, they're all up, they're having some kind of Discord up in the Discord, right? They're you know what they're doing? They're over there trying to count their cards, right? Over there in the Discord. They're trying to have their cliffhangers on the YouTube, and then they're like, see you in Discord. Oh no, we better go to the Discord and finish this conversation. It's just too emotional to have out here in front of everybody. Oh Lord, we better go to our Discord to finish the rest of this conversation. Oh, you know what I mean? All those poor people out there who said they weren't gonna, they don't want to deal with no Discord, because I'm a non-Discord girl. I'm not signing up for no Discord, right? But you know that these poor people over there listening, and then all of a sudden the story stops. Remember Wendy and her tears the other day? Please, I'll be good. I'll be good, Diane. Please let me come home. Please, Diane, let me come home. Please. I want to be ladies' night. Please, Diane. And then she all of a sudden stops. Oops. I just can't go on anymore. I've cried enough. Please, y'all. I'm going to have to cry my tears in the Discord. I just can't go on anymore. There's too many mean people out here in public, y'all. By the way, if you haven't joined the Discord, now might be a good time if you want to see the rest of this shit show. So you see what's happening over there. Hello, lurker. Hello, lover. Izzy, hello to you. Listen, I'm gonna take it nice and slow and smooth tonight. There's no hurry. Ain't no hurry in the world. Sometimes I rush things. I'm not gonna do it tonight because you know what? I don't feel like it. I don't feel like rushing nothing. I've got the evening ahead of me. How about that? But that's what's happening over there. They're trying to get all these Discord people together, and here's what they're doing. I guarantee you what they're doing. Right now they're weeding. They're signing people up. They're getting as many people as they can into their Discord, and then they're quickly weeding through. Well, what does that mean, weeding through the people, you say? Well, weeding through the naysayers. Like, you might have some people over there signed up, but you still have some naysayers. They're like, oh, well, I still like to have my own opinion. I want to be here, but I still want to have my own opinion. No! Hell no, you're not going to have your own opinion and be over here. So no, I'm sorry, you're blocked. You're not welcome here anymore. So they got to weed all them people out. So they're just trying to build their little following, their little agreeable following over there. That's all. Just so that whatever they say, whatever opinions they have, kind of like the old ladies' night. Remember? Whatever ladies' night said. Y'all remember? Remember ladies' night? in a universe not so long ago, not so far away, there was this thing called Ladies' Night, where whatever they said was like written in stone. It was kind of like a power they had. And that's just the way it was. If you disagreed with them, you were banned from the community. You were banned, humiliated, right? There was no naysayers. So it's almost like they're trying to rebuild another following, like in Discord. They're trying to prep a following for Ladies' Night in Discord where it can go unchallenged, right? So let's build it in private, right? If you build it, they will come. Let's build the foundation underground, right? And then, well, I don't know, alls we'll need is just Diane Pigeon. Once we get it built, right? Right, Mama Dukes? We'll just need Diane Pigeon, right? So I don't know, it's just a thought, y'all. It's just a thought. Let me see here. Let us see. Listen, anyone, thank you all. Let's make some noise for everybody out there, like I like to do. Everyone out there just happened to be lurking and not participating. Let's make some noise for them with our emojis, please. But let's thank them for their viewership and all that good stuff. In a way, for participating and stopping through. They might. Hello, Chasing Truth, my lover. You get a tiny little shout out in here later on. Just a little mention. Just a little mention. Dragon's Law. Who wants to be? Oh, hold on. Who wants to go to Discord when Mallory has the? You got that right. Who the hell got time for Discord? I had somebody try to send me a link for Discord some years ago, and listen. I clicked the link. It reminded me of 1997, right? I feel like I clicked back in time when I clicked it. I'm like, hell no, I'm out of here. I'm not, literally I clicked back in time. Jenny Hansen, nails are wet, can't type, hello. Oh my God, it's like Jumpin' Jack Flash. Dogs flying, dogs barking, can't fly without umbrella. I don't know, that's what it sounded like, Jenny Hansen. It sounded like a Jumping Jack Flash code word. Okay, dogs barking, can't fly without umbrella. Okay, Tawanda. Kristen Cure, hello Kristen, how are you, lover? How are you? Good to see you. Hi to everyone, all 173 of you. Oh my God, there's already that many up in here. Well, hello, all of you. And again, thank you all for coming in. My chat has shared some emojis with you all and have welcomed you all aboard. So thank you. I know a few of you have missed me. I know, you know that song. I know you missed me. Listen, it happens. Y'all were waiting for some live action. Well, the runway was clear. Here I am. There's that. Please hit the like. Please do. Please do sign the guest book, everybody. I certainly do appreciate it. It really does help with my analytics and all that good stuff. Plus, it just makes me kind of feel good. It makes me feel good. All that good stuff. But anyway, as I was saying, I think people are just getting a little... Pam and Rick kind of, put it into context a little bit. Pam was, and she's right, how the drama community is never going to be the same. The true crime community will never be the same. I, for one, agree, and I for one, concur with her that I think it's a wonderful thing that we are more of a blended community now, and going forward, that's just probably how it's going to be. Because I say the more audience you have as YouTubers, the better off it's going to be. As far as analytics go, right? As far as viewership goes and all that stuff. Of course you want a more blended community than, just being stuck in one little nucleus, one little YouTube bubble. We all want that. So for that, we should applaud one another, truly. Yay! We should applaud one another. I know I do. Sometimes I high-five myself in the mirror. Sometimes I look at my analytics lately and I'm like, I high-five myself in the mirror. And I'm like, wow, Mallory, who are you? Who are you lately? I do that sometimes. Because it's a good thing, right? I don't want to keep me all to myself. I don't want to do that on YouTube, right? And I know that you all, listen, y'all know, like when we're young and stuff, and we find our favorite little garage band, our local little town band, and we'll go and we'll support them at our local clubs and stuff, and they'll make it. They'll get a little independent record deal, and we'll be behind them, and we'll love it, right? And then they'll get bigger, right? They'll start to get bigger, and then we start to resent them, right? Because when they get a little bit bigger, we start to feel like we have a little less access to them. And then when they get a little bigger, we know we don't have any access anymore. And then we're sharing them with the rest of the world. And then we take on this thing, well, I knew them before you even heard of them. And then we're stomping our feet in a little hissy fit. You know that happens, right? And I know that's how people feel about me, right? I understand. And I'm going to be honest. It's happened. I know that I've lost people. I have lost people. I'm not kidding y'all. I have lost people that have been with me for quite a while. And as soon as I started attracting more people, and just new people started coming along, for whatever reasons they made up in their head, whatever reasons that came along in their heads, y'all, suddenly they just couldn't hang anymore. They just weren't feeling the growth. They weren't feeling the growth of my channel. They preferred me smaller. They preferred me they preferred me hungry for views. That they just preferred. It's just the way it is. Some people like a more intimate channel, is what I'm trying to say. So when I go up and listen, I'm here easily hosting just under a couple hundred people, right? Even I start to get a little spoiled sometimes. I'm like, if I have less than, listen, if I used to have 50, 60 people, I was feeling pretty okay about myself, right? On any night, right? Now, if I get less than 100 people, I'm like, must be the time of day. Who's on? Who's on? Somebody. I must have missed somebody was on. I must have went live without looking. You know what I'm saying? Sky Z says, I love your mirror. Listen, thank you. It really doubles as like a full-length mirror, pretty much. It's really a good-sized mirror for me. Anyway, but that's the point. So when it comes to our creators, we know that some of us, we like smaller creators. And some of us, we want to see our favorite creators get bigger and bigger and bigger. We want to see them blossom and all that good stuff. T-Bori, my girl. I remember the first time I heard T-Bori go live, and I was just so beside myself because I honestly didn't know if T was boy or a girl. At first I thought it was a boy. I thought, okay, this is a boy, and he's got Chasing Truth's back, thick or thin. And then, based on some things, I thought, well, maybe it's a girl, right? And I was just back and forth with myself, trying to figure it out. And then one time, you're looking so great, Lova. Well, thank you. Thank you. And then one time, out of nowhere, all of a sudden, T did a video, an audio stream, and I was like, oh my God. I checked it like 3 times to make sure it was an actual stream, and T just didn't, you know how some people will just like something or they'll just share something of someone else's? I was like, oh my God, it's really her. It's really her. I loved it. Suddenly, I had a connection. I literally felt, okay, there's a connection. I know I now can connect this with this. Love is Inc. I've been a fan since you cut up that purse. Outraged people. Mosi, that was quality content, wasn't it? I think it was quality content. People were, you should have gave it to the homeless. You could have donated it. I said, oh, what? I missed all this quality content? You know how many views I got for that? Do you know how many views I got for cutting up that, what was it? What kind of bag was it, y'all? Somebody help me out. I forget what kind of name. Coach. It was a Coach bag, right? I cut the shit out of that bag. Somebody give me a Coach bag, and then later on they turned out to be not so nice for me, right? They just turned out to be not so nice for me. And there were people who just kept throwing that Coach bag up in my face. The truth is, I never used the damn Coach bag. It just wasn't. I'm not a Coach bag kind of girl. I'm a Target kind of girl. My lifestyle is a Target kind of lifestyle, right? Maybe we're a Walmart lifestyle, right? I'm not a, I don't run a department store lifestyle like that. So I would look silly running around with a $300 bag, right? And a $20 pair of shorts or a $5 pair of flip-flops. I'm just saying, they don't match. They don't play well together. So I didn't use the thing. It hung up in my closet, right? But people acted like, oh my God, you got that bag and you're a gold digger, you're this or whatever, and you should be so thrilled that somebody gave you that bag. You know the song and dance, everybody, right? When somebody gives you something and all that. But the truth is, that bag didn't mean anything to me. The gesture at the time is what meant something to me. But the truth is that gesture could have been anything. The friendship is what meant something to me. The bag meant zip to me. That's the truth. So cutting up that bag was my protest to show people how little that bag meant to me. Like, the bag means nothing to me. It meant nothing to me. The bag obviously meant more to people out there than it did me. Like, to me, this is just a bag. It's literally just a bag. And they're like, give it to the homeless people. And I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to roll up in a homeless shelter and, hey, psst, come here. I got something for you. They're like, oh, thank God, what? Here's a Coach bag for you. Enjoy. I hope this changes your life. Girl, come on. What are they going to do with a Coach bag? Where are they going to sell it? I mean, where are they going to take it around the corner? Who are they going to sell it to in Lake County, Florida? Get the hell out of here. Reactions were outrageous. Everybody was just so appalled. Oh, I'm like, listen. It was one of my best moments ever, as far as I'm concerned, on YouTube, because the reactions, to me, it was like art, right? I mean, it turned out to be art, because when you can like do something, when you can just do something like completely detached from the rest of the world, but you can do something visually, right? Visually, it's, you can just do something visually that causes so much emotion and a stir in people. That's art, honey. That's art. Sorry, that's art. I know I missed a lot of comments explaining myself. Let me back up a few here. Kyle, all what's Mallory yapping about now? Okay, I'm yapping about something. Let's see, Love is Ink chat. Mallory's trying to be clean out the closet. Oh, God. 192 people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So listen, I do have some things. We are going to get into some... what I want to do is I really want to... I want to kind of do a recap, right? And I really want to go back starting with the infamous phone call, right? And I'm not going to bore you with all the details. Don't panic. Well, we're going to do a little bit of timeline here. And between your commentaries, and my commentaries, we're going to just kind of catch people up to speed. And I know there's a lot of people out there that just aren't quite sure. A lot of people have missed out, right? So we're gonna take care of that tonight. And again, we're just going to shift the spotlight back where it belongs. And I just think that is where it belongs right now. And I think too many people are trying to throw too many hot dogs on the fire, right? And I think a lot of that is intended to pull focus from where it belongs, if you get my meaning. But we're here to take care of that. We're here to make sure the bullshit is continued to be called out, right? Front and center. in the way that we do. And, we're going to throw in a few I told you so's, right? Now's the time, including you all. This is the time to be able to say, aha, I told you so, right? Because a few other people are doing it. Well, guess what? It's our turn too. Thank you, Trishy. Thank you. Thank you. All that good stuff. Ooh. Cray cray. Too many irons in the fire. Hot dogs would be a barbecue. You got that right. You got that right. Sunshine, sunshine. I've come to the comedy hour for a laugh. I'm glad to have you here. I'm glad to have you here, the Bryan Clan. Miss Kirsty, or Christy. Hello, Lova. Hello. Dragon's Law says, I just realized there's no space in your name. My name? Who's got time for a space? Who's got time for spaces? Love the mirror and bulbs. Thank you. Thank you. Reminds me of the old club days, down in the old city streets with the fog coming up out the grates late at night, I was the old smoker. Dutch mounts are down. American Express will do nicely, thank you. Let me loosen up your collar. Tell me, do you wanna see me do the shimmy again? Girl had to do what a girl had to do back in those days. Just saying. Just saying. Audra. A girl had to make a living. That's what we did. Mama Dukes. Okay. Now, I got me a 3-pack. Oh my god. I needed this so bad. My lips have been so dry. I got 3 different flavors. And the flavor makes you want to overdo it. And then you get this film. And you get this film. But it tastes so yummy. Okay, so do y'all remember? Let's start with the phone call. Remember that phone call? The 6-hour phone call. The 6-hour call. The 6-hour call. The telephone started getting rough. A couple of folks were tossed. Right? Diane Pigeon was on the line. Wendy was on the line. Y'all remember all that good stuff? Remember, I will watch the entire chat in its entirety. You all know how that goes. I'll be checking the chat periodically. All that good stuff as well. Y'all know how it goes. So, listen. That call went on for 6 hours. Diane Pigeon was trying to save her ass. Hold on. Oh my god, I got a super chat coming in. I got such little space to read these. Hi, Lova. GoFundMe for a stage you draw them in. Oh, GoFundMe for you want me on stage, Handsome Italian. Thank you. I need a stage. So, 6 hours. Y'all want to see a brow come together? You're about to see a brow come together. 6 hours. Diane Pigeon tried to state her case, and she and Wendy the fixer, right, tried to control the fantastical story, right, that was to be. But here's the deal. There was a couple gals on that call. Y'all remember? Who was the gals? Anybody remember the gals on that phone call, that 6 hour? Because they were being used as pawns. They were to disseminate, did I say that right? Disseminate the information. They were being used because they knew that phone call was going to be leaked, y'all. But they were using these 2 gals, plain as day, to go out and spread the word, to spread the good word right, about the whole thing. Um, but Wendy had to do all the talking. Again, Mallory comes back to chat. I always come back to chat, y'all, but I can't talk, read everybody's comment, and play in the mirror at the same time. I just can't do it all. And run my mouth. My brain just isn't set up like that. Oh, God. So, 6 hours it took them to do that. And Wendy was like, listen, she was putting down the hammer. Wendy was putting down the hammer. She said, the biggest takeaway from that was the money. No one's business. Diane is not to tell, and Diane is never going to tell how much money she raked in, and she is never going to tell how much money she gave St. Jude. Remember? That was really, to me, one of the biggest things off that phone call. Wendy was putting the hammer down. So don't even ask. Don't even ask, y'all. I'm absolutely loving your dressing room. Thank you. Thank you. Um, 6 hours on that. So here's the thing. These girls were supposed to go out and they were supposed to just kind of, lay down the good word for old Diane, right? Diane was, and Wendy was just trying to put it out there, do damage control for 6 hours. Guess what? It didn't work, because here's where everything started to fall apart, right? This is where the whole community basically started falling apart after this damn phone call, right? They were like, oh, hell no, right? That phone call did not go anybody's way. Not the way anybody, Diane or Wendy, thought it was going to go. It didn't. Shit hit the fan. Shit straight up hit the fan. And it was after that, y'all remember this? It was shortly after that when Wendy said, I tried, girl. Basically, she said, I tried. And she went all on her own, threw Diane under the bus after that call. Remember? Y'all remember? And she went all on her own. On her own. That's a natural brown. All on her own. So there's where we're at. Wendy was in anguish, okay? She was just, remember, it was one of the most difficult decisions she ever had to make, y'all. Right? To come forth to the people. hello, Katja. Rio, hello, Lubba, Tinker, hello. She had to come forth to the people, y'all, remember? Oh, she had to come forth, and she said it was one of the most difficult decisions she ever had to make, y'all. To come forth and throw old Diane under the bus, right? Oh my God. It was everything. It was so everything. And you have to remember, you got to remember this. It was a time when Diane held this grudge, so to speak, and she still holds this grudge, that she just wishes Wendy would have let her come out first and had this conversation with people, or at least let her have it with Wendy, right? Which we know is bullshit. She just says that, but we know it's bullshit. We just know that. She was never going to have that conversation. It was never, ever, 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 ever going to happen. But Wendy knew. She had to save her ass. But what she really knew, in hindsight, which I kind of called out, which some other people kind of called out, Wendy had to save, she had to save the boat, y'all. She had to save what was Ladies' Night. And the whole mission was, we've got to save this money-making machine. This is what we have to save. We can call it anything down the road. This is the truth, y'all. Ladies' Night will be no more. Whatever it is, I mean, we could call it that. We can call it Butterfinger, right? We can call it Ladies on Film, right? We can call it Badass Ladies, whatever it is. We can call it whatever we want. But this thing is falling apart right before our eyes. And her immediate instincts were to salvage as many people as she could. Donors, mind you. That's what she did. That's why she went over, fired up her channel. We all saw how quickly she got monetized, because that was her main objective, is to get monetized so that she could keep those donations coming. Now, I don't think that worked out for her very well. I think it's very obvious that didn't work out for her very well. And I think that really pissed her off on many levels. I don't think Diane did anything to help that along. I think Diane made it more difficult than it needed to be, because Diane should have just either played along and really just showed some, she should have been humble, right? She should have played the part and just really just said, I'm sorry, I was wrong, I did this, and that's what she should have done. Or if she wasn't willing to do that, people, she should have just shut the hell up and let Wendy do what she had to do and let things die away, right? But she was unable to do that because of her ego and all that. Thus the having to come over and flex her muscles and go live and just to see how many numbers and people she could get to watch. But ultimately she said nothing of value, right? So that just made it more difficult, everyone. That's all that did, is make it more difficult on Wendy. But the whole thing was, Wendy knew from the get-go. Wendy knew. Her and Diane were coming back together. Because Wendy knows her limitations. Wendy knew there's no way that she could carry on this machine alone, because she, just as it's showing, she doesn't have the means, personality-wise, talent-wise, to carry a show, right? Neither does Diane, right? But together, what they did have was they were able to develop that platform where they could use everybody else's struggles and drama, and they were able to capitalize on that. That's what they had. And that's what Wendy's trying to have again. That's what Diane is trying to have again. That was the whole plan. Once everything dies down, let's pretend we have this struggle, everybody, We'll get more into it. But that's where they're at now. But what did Wendy say, y'all? Over and over again. No one's business, no one's business. Pay no attention to the money. It's because it doesn't matter. So basically the theft never mattered, right? If you can't identify the amount, if you can't put a dollar sign on it, here, let me give you this. What were we just talking a little while ago, people? When I was cutting up my Coach bag, there was a visual that went with that, see? There was a dollar sign that went with that. It was $250, I think, probably, $200, something like that. It wasn't incredibly expensive for a Coach bag, $200 range, whatever it was. But it had a price tag associated with it, and it had a visual. And because it had both those things, it was able to put people into an absolute frenzy, right? When I went to cut it up and destroy it. See, this is where these two people are connivingly smart, because they remove the visual, right? There's no visual because, well, they've convinced people to give them all this attention without ever having to turn on a camera or show anything. I'm here to tell you, I have to give them credit for that. I will give them credit for that. I don't believe that I could have pulled that off. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think I could have pulled that off. I feel like I have to rely on too much of who I am visually, aesthetically, and all that in order to garner trust in who I am as a person. I don't think I could just come up as an avatar and be here 6 years later and have all of you in my chat. I just don't think I have that, but they do. And they weren't going to put a price tag on it. So since they can't associate a price tag with it, unlike my Coach bag. So what I'm saying is, technically my Coach bag, right? My cutting up a Coach bag garnered more visual, more actual visual frustration and outcry, right? Than that did. Because people weren't actually able to see it. I'm just telling you, if we were actually to get a number, right? And to see these people, if we could actually see Wendy and see Diane, see them in their eyes, and then get a number for what they did, oh my God, the response would be so much greater and so much more. But because they're ghosts, right? Because so much people just put their faith and trust into ghosts, you can only have so much emotional energy to give these people one way or the other. As much as you think you want to, you just mentally can't, because you know that they're just ghosts, is what I'm saying. Mr. Positive, hello. Fire Walk with me. Hello, Soul Collector. How are you, Soul Collector? Amy Strong, good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, good Lord. They're just ghosts. I'm a real person. You can actually get madder at me for less than you could at Diane or Wendy for greater things, because they're really just figments of your imagination. That's what they really are. Unfortunately, that's just the cold reality of it. That's the truth. Okay. The phone call was leaked. The hardest thing ever had to say. Blah, blah, blah. She doesn't see. Okay, yeah, so back in that day also, she also made it quite clear on her phone call. Remember when she threw Diane under the bus? Right? Hardest thing she ever... She made it quite clear in that phone call that she just didn't see a path forward anymore with Ladies Night or that channel that they had built together. It was over. So mark that score, right, as a big old lie. It was over, and that was the start of the let's pretend we're breaking up here. She just did not see any future there anymore, and she was just going to do her own thing from now on, right? She wasn't ready at that point to say she couldn't stand or hate Diane or wasn't ever going to be her friend again. She wasn't quite there yet. That came a little later, but it came. But she definitely was ready and able to say that she was no longer going to be a part of that show or that channel. She was doing her own thing. So come on over, y'all. Come on over, basically. All that jazz. Angie, we'll be here waiting for you. We'll be right here waiting for you. Mama Dukes, hello to everyone coming in. I'm a tad distracted. So am I. We're all a little distracted, and that's okay. Ginger Lots Mom. Hello, Lova. How are you? How are you? Good to see you. So good to see you. So good to see you. Yes, it is. So good to see you. Who else we got here? High Priestess. Hope you're all doing well, Leva. Doing okay here. What I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to update you all on this timeline that Wendy and Diane basically created. Wendy definitely, she definitely hammered it out and put it all together. That's what she did. But now she wants to pretend that it doesn't exist. I'm here to remind you all that not only does it exist, it was created by her hands. So let us not forget it and let us relive it tonight, okay? So that we can all just remember how conniving and bullshitty she is with every fake crocodile tear she lets go, right? That poor unfortunate child with her lost friendship. God, we're just so cruel. We're just so cruel, y'all. Why must we be so cruel? I'm convinced Wendy still has that timeline. She just wants us to... We're not going to do it. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. I'm just too small a person. I ain't doing it. I refuse. Because you know what? You can't pull us through the emotional roller coaster like that. You can't pull St. Jude through that and then just expect us to say, oh well, since she was your friend, we didn't realize you actually liked her. Sorry. Well, since you actually like her and all, okay. Oh, well, why didn't you say so? Why didn't you just say so? We didn't understand that part. Well then, since you actually like her, and all that good stuff, you know, of course she can come back. Of course we'll just forget. We'll just forget. How about that? We'll just forget it all. We're going to forget every little bit of it. Now, how about this? Let's fast forward, y'all. Here we go. We're going to continue. The timeline still moves. Now we're going to remember that time. Now we're up to the part where Randy was having that little stream of hers, right? And she had Isaac on, right? And Isaac and Randy were having their thing, and all of a sudden Isaac came on and Randy's numbers were just kind of climbing. Y'all remember that? Isaac, that big old man. And he was hot for teacher, right? He was all hot for teacher, meaning Diane. Oh, he was promising to go get her, right? He was gonna hunt her down, right? He was hungry like the wolf. He was going to get Diane, right? And then suddenly, when the numbers hit a certain nobody was talking about Wendy, right? Nobody had any interest in Wendy. None of that stuff was happening. But old Wendy she convinced herself that she was summoned up there and she was needed on Randy's panel. Remember that, y'all? Remember how she just suddenly felt so needed up there and she just magically appeared up there, y'all? I remember. I remember. And she appeared up there and she tried to get all fussy and sassy with Isaac. Isaac was just toying with her. Back and forth. It was hilarious, right? She was well out of her league, right? She didn't know how to handle. She didn't know how to handle that man. That man didn't give two shits less about Wendy. You know, it was definitely a lion playing with a little kitty cat up there, right? Give me a break. But this was the best part, y'all. We all know what the best part was. The best part. Old Diane Pigeon came out of hiding that day. Remember? Everybody was like, where's Diane? Where the hell's Diane been? She done abandoned her girls. This was a time when she wasn't talking to any of us. She abandoned. She let everybody take the hits, right? Wendy was taking the hits. Randy was taking the hits. Dumbass. Randy was like, oh, she's my friend, y'all. She's just my friend, and I'm in it to win it. And until y'all have had a friend, you remember, until y'all have had a friend, you just don't know. Apparently, Randy is the only person on YouTube that's ever managed to make a real life friend, girl. The rest of us poor saps, right? We don't know. We've never managed to make a real life friend, so we just don't know. We don't know what loyalties would be, or we don't know that a real life friend would never put us in a position where we would have to lie, right? They wouldn't, because I'm just saying, a real life friend, they're not going to be like turn you into a liar. If you're going to be my friend, you got to become a liar too. Like, doesn't it, Randy? That's what I would say. Like, I don't recall my friends trying to make me a liar. I mean, I've had some doozy friends, don't get me wrong. I've met some that I probably shouldn't have met. Right? I met some I probably shouldn't have met. But if you got a friend, Randy, if you got a friend, if you have a friend that's trying to tell you if you got a friend that's trying to tell you that you got to lie for them while they beat some folks over the head to get their money to steal it for the St. Jude, right? they're gonna knock over the St. Jude Hospital, and you got to lie for them somewhere in the process, right? I'm here to tell you that's not your friend, girl. That's not your friend. Got a secret. Can you keep it, Brian? Uh-oh, there's a secret coming. MFW, I missed it. Okay. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. But y'all agree on that? You shouldn't have to be lying all of a sudden. But Randy seems to think, because she said it, I will lie for my friends. So that tells me that that's just a given for her. Like, have you ever had a friend that you haven't had to have that contract with? Like, did you ever not have to have that in fine print? Because I'm going to tell you right now, Randy, if you were ever my friend, if just let's say in another universe, right? In another dimension, right? If you were my friend, we wouldn't have to include that, right? We wouldn't have to include that in the contract, right? There wouldn't have to be a clause anywhere like that. In the event of that, you would need to lie for me. Just saying. Just saying. We wouldn't even have that discussion. It would just be assumed that I wouldn't be putting you in that position. And if I did, for some reason, put you in that position, it would be assumed that you would not. You would basically just say, sorry, girl, you're on your own. You shouldn't have did that. You better go apologize. You better go make it right. You know what I mean? That's what a friend would do. Girl, you better go tell somebody you messed up. That's what you do. That's what you do, girl. It's kind of what you got to do. Thank you, Carol. Thank you. a shame the way you mess around with my heart. It's a shame the way you hurt me. Y'all, don't forget to put it on live chat. Oh, Lord. By the way, where's that Isaac character, y'all? You ever wonder whatever happened to Isaac? Remember Isaac and all that hot air? He was on. Listen, he come out of retirement because he was gonna take down Diane Pigeon, y'all. Y'all remember that? He was gonna take down Diane Pigeon. Sure was. I'm still waiting for it. Not really. I gave up waiting a long time ago. Seems Isaac met his match with Miss Pigeon, doesn't it? I definitely get along better with men than women. You know, it just depends for me. It really does. Love getting all dolled up. Get it, sexy mama? Well, I'm not really getting dolled up. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I think because she sent the police. You listen. No, he didn't have anything on her, honey. It has nothing to do with that. Carol, trust me, that was nothing. He didn't have anything on her. He wasn't going to have anything on her. If he did, we would have. He came up with the same everything else had. Nothing. Sadly, you know, we was hoping he had a little bit more boom, right, in his thunder. We was all hoping that he had a little bit more boom in his thunder. But apparently not. Miss Smalls, hello, lover. How are you doing? So good to see you. So good to see you, Miss Smalls. Let's see. Who else we got here? You wouldn't have a... Whoop, I just missed it. You wouldn't have a channel without me, sis. Oh, shut up. Shut up. Oh, my God. That is too funny. All right, hold on. Let me see something. I'm nosy. I'm just going to see. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, that was rude, but whatever. Okay. Subscriptions. Library. I had, you know me, I had to see who went live because I lost some people. I'm like, well, that was rude. Whatever. Oh. Okay. You know, I'm a lady. I might wait for a bitch in my bubble, right? I might wait for a bitch to get done. I'm just kind of like, I'm cool like that. Just saying. Chloe, 5343. Hello, lover. How are you? Okay, how is everyone? Says Jenny Hansen. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. I'm too sexy for this catwalk. I gotta get some of this going. Clove. So here's the thing. Wendy has been taking a damn ass kicking. We know that. She's been taking it from Molly. She's been taking it from Shoot the Shit. Tiffany. I've been handing her ass with her own words, by the way. I think Brian St. John has went in and kind of hit her in the face a couple times. So she's been... Laura. Of course, Laura. Right? So she's been taking it. And now she's realizing. That's why she's having to go underground with this whole thing. She's having to get this thing probably off the ground a little sooner than she had hoped. Because she knows she's got to get back. She has to get back with with Diane. She can't control this anymore. It's just the way it is. She's got to get back with Diane. Because she can't handle it. I mean, I can't say that I blame her in that, but she had no business thinking she could in the first place, and she should have just kind of went a different route. That's all I'm saying. Hell, she couldn't just me alone, right? Just me alone using her own words, right? She couldn't even compete with that. She couldn't even respond to that, for God's sake. Now you add Molly and Laura and everybody else on top of that, and every Dick and Harry that wants to take a shot, forget about it. Forget about it. Also the viewers, Wendy is definitely realizing, okay, that the viewers are not on her side, right? Because anytime you go look at her viewers, right, they're all up in there, but guess what? They're not in her chat supporting her. They're not flooding her with super chats. They're just in there checking her out. They're all listening. They're just listening. Hate listening, probably. That's pissing her off, right? And she knows everybody sees it. God, that really has to piss her off. 300-400 people up on a really good night, right? And her same people up in there. You go, Wendy. You go, girl. Come on, get out of here. All that shit. Okay, we did the whole Discord thing. Oh, Lisa 54. How are you, lover? So good to see you. It is so good to see you. It truly is. How many Lisas we got up in here? But notes aside, we pretty much covered it. That's all I'm saying is, people, we cannot sit there. We cannot sit there and let all this other chump change get in the way, right? Demand it, right? If people are talking about nonsense, you guys are the side chat, right? If people are in there talking, other creators talk about let them talk about chump change for 15 minutes, right? 20 minutes. I'm sorry. Tumbleweed over there talking about Steph. We got 2 content creators talking about Tumbleweed. Are you kidding me? Tumbleweed? You gotta be kidding me, right? No. I'm not having it. I'm sorry. Really? This is where you're gonna focus energy at? Get the hell out of here. You got 15 minutes. Wrap it up, and then it's back on. It's back on the thieves, right? That's where it should be. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Come on. Brian St. John is making a career about Tumbleweed over there. My girl Laura, come on, girl. She's beneath you. well beneath you. Is it really that slow of a day? Come on. Come on. What do I always say about don't take the bait? Nobody listens to me, right? Nobody listens to me. I just keep saying it over and over again. Don't take the bait. These girls apparently will pick up anything. Imagine them with a piece of cheese on a mouse trap. Cheese, click, 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 click. You'll hear it all night long going off. Click, 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 click. And me laying down there like, Jesus, just shaking my head. Click, 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 click. Looking upstairs at the attic. Liz shaking my head. There they go again. Ain't nobody got no self-control up there. Click, 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 click. The smallest piece of cheese. Just gotta reach for it. Picking it up. Old Tumbleweed up there. I want to F-bomb right now, but I'm not going to because I respect my channel and I respect my people. But I'm like, are you effing kidding me? Why? How is this happening? Just never take the bait. T-Bori, do you see what I'm working with here? I mean, I try to give some wise wisdom to my gals and my friends, but the more I go on, the more I start to thinking these ladies are on their own, right? You you can lead a horse to water kind of thing. Listen, I'm naive. I'm naive to believe for 1 minute that I can sit here and run the hurrah, hurrah, we are one train. I think that ship has sailed. I really do. Based on what I'm seeing, I love my girls, right? I could love them, but that focus, focus, focus. We are the one. We are one. We got bigger fish to fry. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Um, I'm not so sure they're all in on that one. I think I might have to let that one go. So I think I think I just might have to just be over here on my own, right? Running my own shit and just spotlighting injustice where I see it and calling out bullshit as I see it. And just not putting any of my expectations onto anybody else's shoulders. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Oh God. I try, girl. What are you gonna say? I can only try. Pigeon flew the coop. Oh, Pigeon flew the coop. Tell Pigeon I love her. Tell Pigeon I miss her. I need a snack. I've got so many little interruptions. Who else we got? Y'all know I'm right though, but I was gonna say you as a side chat should be a bit more demanding. You should, when you see Tumbleweed over there getting a little bit too much action, you should be saying, hey, listen, y'all got anything better than Tumbleweed? Because honest to God, I know she might seem like an event to you all, but not to us. Mallory's got us kind of wanting more. Mallory's kind of lifted our taste. We just want something of more quality, right? We just feel that we're just deserving of something something with a little bit more bite to it, right? You think we can get that? You think we can get that? Tumbleweed just ain't cutting it for me. I don't care if she got 2 teeth in her head or 3 teeth. I don't care. I don't care if she got a full set of teeth or no teeth. I don't care. I'm still not interested. That's what I say to Brian St. John. I'm not interested. I don't care how many teeth she got in her head. I genuinely do not care. Don't care. God, I so don't care. She's that entertaining to me. I'm like, I wasn't kidding when I said I could go to my Home Depot, I could go into aisle 18, and I could stand in front of a 3/4 sheet drywall, and I would have a conversation with that drywall before I would attempt to have a conversation with Tumbleweed. It would be that much more satisfying to me than to attempt to have a conversation with Tumbleweed. I'm just being honest. It would be that much more fulfilling. And if I walked out of the store and somebody said, how did you enjoy the conversation with the sheet of drywall? I would say, you know what? It wasn't the best conversation I've ever had, but you know what? It was a hell of a lot better than if I would have had a conversation with this one girl I know online. And I would have kept walking. I would have kept on walking. I'm like, thank you. Oh God, there are so many steps, but I don't need to know. You don't need to know, Mama Dukes. Trust me, you're missing nothing. You're missing nothing. Lisa54, hello darling, how are you? Hair is too pretty for Tumbleweed. Hair is too pretty for Tumbleweed. Hair is too pretty. You saying her hair is too pretty for Tumbleweed? I don't know what you're saying, girl. Lord. I had the best chicken breast for dinner tonight. Oh, God. Not that you all care, but... Who is this? K Smalls? Oh, Miss Christie says the K Smalls. I'll be waiting, but definitely don't rush anything for anyone. T. Bori, talking to a wall is more entertaining than some of these folks. It really is. I mean, not that I would do it, right? Usually I don't go around talking to walls, but you know what I'm saying. Some people just aren't worth the spit it takes to pronounce your words. It just really isn't. It's like, I'll pass. You had pizza with sangria. Wonderful. That sounds festive, actually. Did you have it on a back patio? That sounds even better. Lisa Free Spirit. Lovely. Lovely. Well, y'all, what else is going on? Do you think I should call it? I should call it. I feel like I've gone through my notes pretty much. I mean, we've covered it. I mean, I might have missed the last couple, but whatever. I feel like my goal was to pull focus back on these two clowns, and I feel like I've done that. Right? I feel like people were wondering why aren't more people talking about those two clowns? Because I'm sorry, they needed to be talked about. I don't think I think talking. We still got a couple clowns talking about other ridiculous stuff. Like, listen, whatever was being talked about last week, the week before, that was not Diane. That is so last week and the week before. That's all I have to say about it. The only thing in this community that needs to be talked about is Diane, Wendy, and her crying fit, right? In that crying fit, that ridiculous, cartoon-like, spoiled Nellie Olson crying fit. It was embarrassing. It was humiliating for her. It was absolutely crazy town. She's my friend, and but just a year and a half ago, she's not been my friend in over a year, right? She's not been my friend in over a year, and then now she's her friend again. All of it you can't make up, people. You can't make it up. All right. I do look kind of cute tonight. I do look kind of cute tonight. I must say, I look kind of... Ooh, this is the lip gloss I love. I like a very natural gloss. I don't really like lipstick or... It's rare for me. I prefer neutrals, pinks as well. Yes, I do too. I just think they're just... Even at nighttime, because I already have such a full lip, right? And I'm a little bit mature. Maybe if I was like in my 20s or something, I could go all gung ho with my big Angelina Jolie lips. But I'm not. I'm not that. So I just feel like I have enough lip as it is. I don't need to go in your face with them. All right. Well, everyone. Well. All right. Look at that lip. Look at that lip. Is that lip a super duper lip? All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming through. Truly. I hope you all had a lovely evening. Thank you, everyone who super chatted tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you all on the flip side. Till next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.